All right, everyone. Hello, my name is Tyra. I'm the media host for Next Media Source. You are tuned in to episode 6, and I have here my lovely guest, Mya Bryant. And she's a model, singer, actor here in Atlanta, and we'll be getting to know a little bit more about her brand and what's next for her. So let's get into it. All right. So, Mya, when did you first start your career in modeling and singing and acting?
I think it's just in the blood, especially people on my mom's side. They're very much into it, and so I think it was just something always in me, and I finally decided to take that chance and jump out there and give it a go. Mhm.
Well, this is definitely a great time, especially the era that we're living in with social media, the way we can easily connect to one another, traveling. So, this is definitely a great time to get in and to also expand in other areas of the entertainment industry. What city do you currently reside in, and what do you like most about your current city?
So I reside in Atlanta, Georgia, and I live in a town named Doraville. And what's so significant about this town is that there's all types of food. There's like wherever you go, there's Asian cuisines. There's just the food's amazing. So I think that's what our city is known for, the food.
So, being that Atlanta is a melting pot, there's various food selections. Are you more so of a brunch person or dinner or a combination of like brunch and lunch? What do you typically like more?
I feel like I typically like dinner more. I like dinner more. And one of my favorite actually things to eat over here in this area is called Food Terminal, and it's a really good like Asian cuisine place, and it's great. But I love dinner because it's like the end of the day. I'm more relaxed, and I'm a dinner person, honestly. Yeah.
I like a combination of both, but I've really been getting into the brunches here, so that's definitely a thing. I can eat breakfast all day, so definitely brunch.
Yeah.
Um, are
Right.
you into rooftop settings? Does it matter or indoor, outdoor? What's kind of like your thing?
My thing is more like indoor, like more like chill, really chill, intimate settings. Music low, like maybe like jazz in the background. Really like chill settings. So more so indoor, more intimate settings. Hmm.
I like that. I recently saw, I think it's called Garden Park, I believe. They have like I know they do brunch and they have like a live band. I haven't experienced that yet, so that's definitely something on my bucket list to go to, like whether it's dinner or brunch where they play like the live music. It's just something else to do. So definitely want to tap into that.
Yes. Got to do
Okay.
that. You got to.
How has the entertainment industry made an impact in your life?
The entertainment industry has made a major impact in my life. Honestly, it has really made me. I'm starting to evolve into a more confident person, a person that's not afraid to be honest with myself and others, and it's impacting me in an amazing way. I'm starting to really learn myself more, be more self-aware, of my, just being more self-aware of myself, like getting me out of my comfort zone.
So, what
Especially
does
with
that look like for you? Stepping out of your comfort
getting out
zone.
of my comfort zone. That's a good question. I feel like that means to me doing something that maybe your 3-year-old self wouldn't have never done. Especially when it comes to modeling. There's different types of styles. There's lingerie. There's boudoir. There's so just what I mean. There's just different so many different types of styles, and so and I feel like I've been able to adapt to so many different types of looks, whether it be, because like, Bondor, like whether it be like, just different types of looks, whether it be gym, sports, lingerie, so it just took me out of my comfort zone. I think that's what it looks to me, just being able to be adaptive um, and being able to just it, yourself more, you're learning yourself more, what you're comfortable with. Hmm.
Definitely. And there's a benefit to that. You're able to tap in, like you said, to different types of modeling. You never know, what you liked more, lingerie versus swimwear or sports. So that's definitely a benefit. And, your portfolio is evolving and it'll just open up so many more opportunities to work with brands. They're able to see, okay, she can do more than makeup. She can do more than lingerie. So yeah, definitely. So what was your experience like when you booked your first modeling job? And talk to me about that. Like, what was the first modeling job?
My first modeling job and was with a woman named a really amazing woman named Gwen, and her brand is called Save Girl Boutique. Save Girl Boutique, and it was actually with a local brand here. The shoot was in McDonough, Georgia, and it was my first brand. And a lot of her clothing is more like it's very nice. It's very like some of it was street style, some of it was formal. It was so much versatility in her brand, and it was just such a good experience. I mean, it the photo shoot was very very on time, very organized. Um, Everything was just prompt. Everything just went in sync. You know what I mean? The photography, the pictures came out great, great quality, and just even afterwards, we all just got together and like she had the owner and her assistant took us all out to eat afterwards, and we were able to just spend some quality time together.
How did that opportunity come about? Was it something that someone sent you, something that you saw, where you approached? Talk to me about that.
It was actually in a Facebook group. Facebook groups are so helpful when it comes to really networking with people, getting opportunities as a model, as a freelance model, and even if you're an agency side model. I mean, Facebook has really was that was my first opportunity, and I found it on Facebook. Um, and they said, "Hey, we need models," and it was something to help me build my portfolio. My very first opportunity. Yeah.
That's awesome. Speaking of networking, that's definitely key in the industry. It's not a one time thing. Like once you get your stuff out there, you're constantly networking, you're building those relationships, that trust with people. So, speaking of opportunities to network, what are some other brands that you have on your on your list to work with?
I would love to work with Nike. Nike is number one. Absolutely love the brand. Adidas, Target, Kohl's, things of that nature. I'm definitely very, very much interested in commercial print, which is more of an everyday girl look, more of like, just like very lifestyle, natural type of things. So yeah.
Great. Atlanta has definitely evolved here. Music was like the biggest thing on the scene years ago, and then film opportunities, now modeling. So everything just comes full circle. So speaking of the music scene, what do you think you like more? Do you like singing more, acting, modeling, all three? Like what do you like the most right now?
What I like the most right now, honestly, I think would be it would really have to be gosh, I have to choose one, huh? It's so hard.
Yeah.
It would have to be right now I'll say modeling. I'll say modeling because it's just been such a great experience. Like making the clothes come alive, the angles, the lighting, again, the different people that you meet. It's just been a great experience. You know.
Right. Awesome. All right, so we'll get back to some more questions in just a second. We're going to play our first game. This is called Celebrity Crush. All right. So, if you could spend the day with a celebrity, who would it be? Quavo, Michael B. Jordan, or Drake? The whole entire day. That's shopping spree, seeing a day in their life, going out to eat. What would that look like and why?
Um, I honestly don't know. Okay, like I guess I would say Drake,
Okay.
because I really like, especially when he first came out, I liked this a lot, and I still like his music.
Well, yeah, he's you definitely could
And
benefit from that. You could model in his video, you could collab with him, acting. There you go. Like that's like the best combo right there.
yes, you know, he used to act too. He used to be in Degrassi as well. I don't know if you know that
Right.
show, but
Yeah, I loved it.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I like that. Hmm.
Yeah, that just shows like how well rounded he started in one area and then I mean, who would have known that that was the guy from Degrassi? I would have never guessed
Yeah,
that. So, yeah.
he's like he worked his way up. I know that took work, and that's why I appreciate that him. He
Right.
evolved.
Yeah.
You know, he really, you know, you know, it's like you have to pivot. You go where you know what I mean. You have to always be open to change. You know.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And looking back at that, just looking at how the '90s has like really impacted the entertainment industry, like Brandy, for an example. From what I can recall, she was like one of the first ones to really do it. She was singing and she was acting at the same time. So that just goes to show. And now, with more resources and being able to connect with others more closely, you pretty much can do it all. So, that was like one of the shows, Moesha, when, she started there and still, you know, was singing. So just looking at how she evolved and wow. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she really did. Yes.
All right. So tell me about what you love doing the most when it comes down to modeling and singing. And when did you first start singing?
I started singing when I was about maybe about 16 years old. I used to have my cousin actually record videos of me sometimes in the bathroom, you know, making like videos, and I love it. And you know, I love music. You know, I mean, you know, I mean, I just do. And I started singing when I was about maybe about a teenager, 16, 15. Um, and it's just something. It's honestly very therapeutic for me. It's very therapeutic. You know, when I'm down, I always music was always there for me. You know what I mean? When I on my worst
Mhm.
days. So you know. Mhm.
Is there a certain artist that you were more geared toward when you were younger, when you were singing? Like any songs that you covered that you can remember that really made you feel like this is the career that I definitely want. I'm definitely inspired.
Yes. So like there's a few covers. I think well I know I was like very obsessed with Jackson 5s coming up. You know, like I was super obsessed. I love Jackson 5s. Also Nelly Furtado. I did a cover, I'm like a bird. I'm like a bird, I wanna fly, you know that one. I did a cover for Nelly Furtado. And I did a cover for Jackson 5s as well. I like Ben, you know, like that one.
Okay.
Music and Me, you know, just yeah.
Okay. Did you compete in any talent shows? Talk to me a little bit about that. Like, did you put yourself out there, or was it more so in front of your family? Just made covers?
It was more so like in front of my family, like doing covers. But I did do a talent show where we sung a song. Well, but it was actually me and my cousin. We did a duet because she also liked to sing. But we did a duet from Paramore, and it was the only exception. Paramore is a band, and
Oh, I
they're
love
also
them. Okay.
I like Paramore. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did the talent show.
Okay. Could you see yourself, as far as music, being more solo or in a girl group?
I could see myself more I could see myself both actually. Yeah. But if I had to choose one, I would say more so solo, you know, because
Solo.
I'm more of an
Okay.
alto. So, yeah, solo.
All right. Top four solo artists right now that you listen to on a consistent basis.
Juice World. Yeah, definitely Juice
Juice
World.
WRLD.
I
Okay.
listen to him probably.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Is that the main one?
Hmm.
Mainly Juice WRLD.
I have also yeah mainly Juice World. A lot of Morgan Wallen. I'm a country lover as well.
Okay.
Country music.
Okay.
Um,
Nice.
yeah, a lot of Morgan. Yeah.
Okay, that's different. All right. Can you is there like a certain genre of music? Are you more R&B? Would you go country, a pop? Talk to me about that. Like what can you see yourself doing if you were to put out your first song or EP? What would that look like?
For me personally, I feel like it would have to be like it's just a mixture because I love it all. It's so hard because I love all genres, honestly.
Mhm.
Even heavy metal, literally. But I'm like literally jazz, like. But okay, so I'll say, but if I have to choose one, it would have to be pop. It would be pop, more of a
Okay.
pop.
And you can kind of play it. You can
Pop. Yeah.
play around with that a little bit. Yeah.
Hmm. Yep.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, who is your inspiration and why?
So, my inspiration or the person that inspired me is probably the mainly my grandmother. My grandmother is
Okay.
92 years old, and she is just a person that has been through so many different obstacles and trials in her life. But she's very positive, and she taught me really how to be a woman and what it means to be, especially she's very spiritual as well. So she's always been my inspiration, to keep going for my goals, you know, and everything.
And so, what are her thoughts about you being able to model, act, and sing? Is it one that she loves you doing the most, or is she more so like, this is you, this is your time? What does that look like for you?
I think she likes the modeling more. I think she likes the modeling more. Like she always like when I send her my photos, I love your pictures. Like she just loves the pictures. She loves like, and she's also very encouraging with me because she knows I also love I'm into makeup as well. So she was always really supportive with that too. My makeup artistry and just all of it. I feel like all that is inclusive to fashion and everything. But I think she's more
Right.
towards more like modeling.
Okay. Did you grow up in that type of family where you had family members who were artists? Anyone was a singer, dancer? You had that type of family background?
I do. My father, he, even though my grandmother raised me, my father actually modeled. He used to model,
Oh,
and it's
oh
just so weird.
wow.
It's so weird that I'm doing that. It's just weird. It's like what? You know what I mean? It's weird. He never really made it to the to get signed or to he never really he said he stopped at his portfolio, but it's crazy how he did that and I just think it's something that was just kind of in me. Yeah.
I feel like that's not too uncommon. That's normally how it starts. Someone grows up in a musical family, or they had like an uncle that was a musician or a singer, and then they're growing up, they're listening to it, they're picking up on harmonizing. Next thing you know, you're taking vocal lessons or they're modeling, and then it just all goes full circle that way. So I love that. I love hearing stories about that, like how at age 2 I heard my mom singing, or family member was modeling, and they got this far and now I'm doing it. So wow, okay, that's great. So, do you have, as far as acting, do you have like a dream role in mind that you can definitely envision yourself playing?
I can envision myself. I'm gonna be honest with you. I could definitely see myself doing like a Lifetime movie, like maybe like a
Okay.
drama or a yeah Lifetime. Yeah. Mhm.
Well, you're
Yeah.
definitely at an
And I say that because
advantage.
oh sorry.
Oh, go ahead. You said, go ahead. Oh, okay. I was gonna say you're definitely at an advantage being able to model, sing, and act at the same time. So you definitely could do something like Empire. That would be fun. Like I loved Empire. I loved Star. Those are like my shows. So definitely could tap into that.
Yes, yes. Even also some of the Tyler Perry movie shows, I watch those all the time in the movies. The plays, Tyler Perry plays. I grew up watching those as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
funny.
definitely.
Mhm.
All right, so we're going to play our last game. This is called The Island. All right. So if you were stuck on an island and you knew you would get rescued the next day, what would you do? What would that look like for you? Would you be by yourself? What would you bring with you? It's not limited to electronics. So if you knew for sure you were getting rescued, what would that look like? What would you? How would you respond?
Like, okay, so what I would bring first off, um, I would bring my phone. That way I can access my music. I have to have my music that I listen every day. Headphones. I would need to um, have some water with me because like water is like life
Yeah.
source here. Water and like I would probably bring gosh, I don't know, yes, my lotion, like especially my facial lotion. Like if I could bring, because like just if you don't have makeup, at least your skin will be moisturized.
Right.
You'll eat, and just yeah, and like definitely like especially definitely soap in a towel. If I could get something, you gotta have that. Yeah, you gotta have
Right.
that, especially as a fit woman. Yeah, so something like that, and then who would I be with? I think, gosh, I don't know. Like, I feel like it would definitely be like, that's so hard to see who would be. It's hard because I have so many people that I love, but it's
Yeah.
so hard.
Yeah. It really
My
makes you
kids,
think.
hmm yeah, it does make you think. It makes you think. I was saying definitely my kittens, especially like my a couple of my cousins, and because they're always a vibe. Just I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it really makes you think. That moment you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything. Who would you be with? And so, speaking of island, because obviously you traveled somewhere, where have you traveled? Have you been outside of the country before, or are you more so inside the states and like to travel, within? Talk to me about that.
So I'm mostly right now inside the states. Panama City is my go-to. I love Panama City, Florida. I just love Florida, period. Like Panama City. I love gosh, I'm trying to remember Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, just Florida, like Kissimmee, I think, like just different parts of Florida,
Hmm.
Daytona. I always found myself there. Like I just love it. Also Alabama. I really like Alabama. I go to their peanut festival every year. Just it's just the air quality. Also a lot I like to go to like it's interesting. Even there's a tons of cotton fields there. Like I just go and like you just feel a sense of calmness. It's just such a peaceful town, Alabama. It's country. It's rural. So
That's
I kind of
different.
gravitate to that stuff. But
Can you see yourself living in that type of setting, like in Alabama, or would you be more so Florida, the nice weather, the beaches? What would that look like for you?
I can see myself. I honestly can't see myself like living in the country. I would love to like visit, like like go stay for a week. But I think at heart I'm a city girl, so I can see myself somewhere like New York or Los Angeles. Honestly, somewhere kind of like that, Chicago, where I was, born. More so, that. But I also love Chicago. Oh my God, like I go like that's where I was born. So like I love like downtown Chicago, the food, White Castles, like just you know what I mean? Just going up north, Pier Park. Like yeah. I mean, but yeah, but I cannot see myself living in the country, no. But it's beautiful. It is beautiful though. Yeah, it would just take some getting used to.
So
It would.
speaking of Chicago, so speaking of Chicago, I've never been before. That's literally on my bucket list. I don't like to go to, well, I can't say that I don't like going to typical places, but Chicago is definitely one a place that I want to visit. I do need to look up the name of the restaurant, but I was just watching TV and I saw this restaurant on the river. I love water scenes, so I got to figure out what it is, but I already made up my mind. I'm going to go to that particular restaurant. It was just very nice. just the whole scenery. So yeah, I'll have to get back to you on what restaurant. I'm sure you know what it is, but yeah, it was just beautiful. So yeah, I'm looking forward to visiting. So how was that transition for
Yes,
you?
please let me know.
Coming from Chicago and then living here in Atlanta.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I came from Chicago when I was about, I think, about 6 or 5 years old. So I do have bits and pieces of Chicago as far as like, I have some memories of being really, really cold. And I remember I put my hand in, I was putting my hand in warm water, and my hands started to ache. Because when it's not good when your hands are freezing. You put warm water, your hands will ache. I remember stuff like that, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't have I mean, like really, honestly, Atlanta's home because I've been here since I was like 6. So it wasn't a major, I don't think, transition since I've been here most of my life. Mm. But I loved it. I love Chicago. I have really nice memories of it.
Okay,
Just
because I
being able
know
to
I
walk
know some
anywhere, don't
people
need a vehicle. Mhm.
because I know
Oh yeah,
some
you said
people
some
when they
people.
move from a big city to another one, yeah, it's like a big shock or it's very different to adjust. So okay, cool. So yeah, I will definitely get back with you on that Chicago restaurant. But that's interesting that you said that. Okay. Um, and so what's next for you? What do you want to focus more on, or will you be doing all three: modeling, singing, and acting?
So what's next for me is I will be doing. I got casted to be on a diva talk show that originated in California. Now they're bringing it to Atlanta, and so my next project will be I will be on a diva talk show. It'll be live on IG, YouTube. We'll be doing our own show where we talk about fashion, relationships, better communication, just we'll be talking about so many different topics, the latest fashion styles, just all types of stuff that can be relatable to both male and female. You know what I mean? So that's my next big thing. I'm going to be on a Diva Talk show that the show originated from California. It's coming to Atlanta. And so we're hoping that it's a success and we have people, some good viewers and things like that. But I'm gonna be focused on that and modeling, and I also have a Nike shoot coming up where I'm gonna be working with a local photographer here to both help each other to continue to grow and develop in our craft. Hmm.
That is
I'm excited.
exciting. Oh wow, congrats on the talk show. We're definitely gonna keep our eyes out for that. Also, Nike, you said that was one of the brands you want to work for, so you're already getting a jump start on that. So that is so awesome. So we learned a lot about you today. We learned about your start with singing, modeling, acting, that type of dream role. We learned about how you're going to go about stepping out of your comfort zone. We learned about the first modeling job you've had and the other brands that you wanted to work with. I also see that your other goal is to be represented by an agency. Can you see yourself being represented outside of Atlanta as well for modeling?
I can definitely see that long term being represented by an agency outside. Yes, and that is a goal. Yeah. Hmm. And then
Awesome.
I can also see myself working with yeah, I can see myself working with multiple agencies actually. And yeah, that's definitely a long term goal.
Well, definitely congrats to you. I'm excited to continue to see your journey unfold. Just keep us posted on everything you're doing. We'll be watching as well. Can you let everybody know how to find you on social media?
Yes, everybody, you can find me all lowercase MYA underscore RHONDA. And you can find me. That is my Maya hashtag Rhonda, all lowercase.
All right, there you have it. This was episode 6 with model, singer, and actor Maya. I'm your host, Tyra Green, and we'll catch you next time. All right, thank you so much, Maya, for joining us. Bye.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.